Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 1, 2. I have to get a new mic. If anyone wants to donate, it's time to get a new mic. I mean, I could buy a new mic, but if you guys like the content, donate. Some people already donated. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to all of you that donated and gave me some money last week. I appreciate it. One love, one love, one love. Haiti Organic, Haiti Organic, Haiti Organic, Haiti Organic 1804, Haiti Organic Experience 1804, 1804. They always say 1804. We talk about it so much. You know what I mean? We talk about it so much. Today, we're talking about Gen Z Revolution. Okay, that's the title. Gen Z Revolution. Now, these aren't no Gen Z. These are senior citizens getting ready. This is the civilian militia. They all getting ready for war up in Caracas, Venezuela. Huh? How interesting. Haiti actually helped Venezuela become an independent republic, right? With Simon Bolivar and all of that. Actually, it was Alexandre Pétion, the president of the Republic of Haiti, right? Because you had the northern part of Haiti, the southern part of Haiti with Pétion. But yeah, he did help, Grand Colombia. That was the name back in the days. Grand Colombie, Grand Colombia. So he helped them to become independent, and now they're about to go to war with the U.S. Anyway, Gen Z Revolution. That's what we're on right now. That's what we're going to talk about today. And how the Z generation in Haiti, they gotta make a move, right? Because every other generation before them has failed them. I always say, if you're looking at a lot of the content on Instagram in regards to Haiti, I mean, yeah, you see a couple of bad things or whatever in Port-au-Prince, but a lot of people outside of the country don't really know how bad it is in the country, unless you have family or you got somebody in contact. So when I talk with a lot of Haitians in America, um, you know, they know there's a problem in the country, but it's not really, there's not much they can do. And plus, outside of the Republic, there's problems all over, right? You have problems in U.S., you have problems in Canada, you have problems in France, you have problems all over the world. You know, I think since the beginning of October, Asia was like one of the first places really popping off with revolution, and it's the Gen Z. You know what I'm saying? Led by students and a lot of young people. And what motivated the revolution? The motivation was economic. There's always economic problems. There's always government corruption and inequality in the society, right? And really looking at recently what's been going on in Haiti, in Haiti, we know about the news about all these guys they're arresting in the U.S. I'm pretty sure they might have some more arrests coming. Free DJ K9. I mean, I met him once or twice. He's a nice guy, so I hope whatever he's charged with, he can, get out of it, right? But Gen Z, Generation Z, it already popped off in Asia. The Asians said they're not having it. The economic frustrations that we have in Haiti, the government corruptions that we have in Haiti, mm, Haiti, the inequality in the social structure of the society. We have it down there. But I don't know. A lot of people that's kind of outside of the situation, you might know it's there, but like I said, you're not really in it, right? I'm not in it. So when you're not in it, it's a little bit different. This morning, I was talking with, I don't want to say Alma, that's his nickname, but I'm not going to say his government name, military dude. And while we're talking, like I can hear him and his other soldier buddies, they just busting shots at, the opposition because there's still little war going on around Kinskov, um, or in areas of Latibonite. There's the military and the police. They're still trying to fight the gangs, even though the politicians go into the United Nations and they say, yo, they need help. I mean, when I was listening to this guy, Sincere, this Yale University student, graduate, whatever, he was talking like, yo, they need more aid, they need more help from the U.S. and this and that, and it's like, man. So he might not even know or understand. I mean, he has to, right? He has PhDs. He's very intelligent, but he's part of the problem. He's part of this government corruption, inequality. He's part of that problem. Yeah, he's part of that problem. Now, with the Asian Revolution, right? They call it the Asian Spring of 2025. Um, like I said, it was because of the economic issues, and the government had a proposed increase in housing for members of the parliament, which came after a lot of layoffs. They had to do a lot of layoffs. Cost of living went up, inflation, yada yada yada, and you find this all over. And then everything just popped off. Everything just popped off. When we talk about Generation Z, this includes people born between 1997, and 2012. That's all Generation Z. So today, that's people between the ages of 13 to 28. That's the generation that comes after my generation, the millennials, right? And there's millennials out there trying to do what they can to assist and help. But like I said, when you're outside of the country, what you're doing, it can go so far, right? Because we have to figure out how to disarm and get rid of this gang situation, open up the country. Do you know, as we speak, the roads are shut down in the republic, right? When I say the roads are shut down, like if you're trying to get from Port-au-Prince to another place, roads are shut down. These drivers that own the vehicles that's still doing business, they got to pay like a toll. They're paying gangs. They're paying, and then another problem, if you don't want to travel by the roads, right? You can travel by helicopter if you got some money. People are taking helicopters back and forth. People are taking boats. And the private sector, sometimes I say the oligarchs is like a virus down there. A virus. You can Google what a virus means, and that's what we got going on down there. And you'll always still see people support that virus. I see it all the time. Even with this last individual that was arrested, hey, he has his people defending and saying, yo, woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, yo, is there no rotten apples in your group? Or is everybody an angel? Hmm? Is everybody an angel? My bad, man, my voice. I drink some water. I've been talking all day. Drink some water, try to get the throat. But yeah, the situation is so back to this private sector, right? The corrupt oligarchs. You got to be specific. The corrupt ones, they're probably making like I think I read something like almost 50 million. I mean, they're making millions every month, probably every week, to be honest with you, because they control everything down there. So I want to know if the Generation Z inside the country, in Haiti, the Republic, Haiti, Kiskeya, Boyo, I want to know if those Gen Zs are they going to copy what has been going on in Asia? I'm thinking about it. They said like the Generation Z population has about 3 to probably 4 million. It's probably even higher. I say higher because you have so much undocumented people inside the country. And then you got the Dominicans, they're taking Haitians that were born in the DR, some that don't even speak Creole, and they throw them in Haiti. So let's say, yeah, 3 to 5 million, right, um, inside the country. Can they actually stand up and do like a revolt? I don't know. Oh, look at this number. I'm reading something. Haiti's total population is projected to be around 11.9 million in 2025. I don't think so, man. I think that shit might be more, man. Like I said, when I was down there, I met grown ass people that didn't have no documents. They didn't have no, they didn't have a NIF. They didn't have, they didn't have like a social security number. They didn't have no paperwork. There's a lot of people that's like in the outskirts that they don't got no documents. I mean, some do, but there's a lot that don't. So these numbers, 11.9 million, I don't know, probably, but still, can they rise up against the BS in the country, man? People are still getting raped. I mean, well, I guess you can't say that word on YouTube. People are getting grape, right? The R word. There's a lot of things going on, and we do have a large population of large youth population. You know, we do, and to be honest, I should have put a clip in here while talking, but I forgot. But imagine like the World Cup finalists, or not finalists, but the people that are going to be representing Haiti in the World Cup, they're like under 17, 17, 16, 18, or well, under 17, I believe, but they're young. So that right there alone represents what the vibe should be with the Gen Z community inside the country. I feel as if the the politicians and all the business people, they all are comfortable. You understand? Kenya, they agreed to take the contract to go down. They know nothing really was going to happen. They complain about like the vehicles still catching AK bullets and people are dying, and they're complaining. They want more money. The politicians, they're saying they need more money, they need more aid, they need more this and that. And even though Trump currently is arresting some of the oligarchs, because a lot of people have been like, man, there must be something to it. You know what I'm saying? Like for Trump to just be arresting the elites like that. But don't forget, Jovenel was an ally to Trump. Now you're gonna be like, man, Trump a rich white boy. They're not gonna be no ally to no blacks. I agree, but I disagree because it's politics. Jovenel voted against Venezuela when they had all these sanctions, and then Trump was supposed to. Well, Trump actually started to allow Jovenel to cut off certain contracts in the country and this and that. and he was already affecting these guys and gals' pockets. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just want to see Generation Z. I want to see them get busy, man. Oh my bad. Put this up. Yeah, man. I do. I feel like the country, the people, it's been going on for too long, right? And again, I'm not saying all of Haiti is messed up. Yes, it's true. There's still tourism attractions. There's still a lot of nice sights to see. You know what I mean? But if we don't take care of that gang situation, like it'll spread like wildfire if we keep on playing around and just let it just go on like that. Places like Cap Haitian, all the big cities could start also get hit. But that's just how we are, man. As Haitians, we kind of wait till the house is burning. You know what I'm saying? We in it, then we start screaming. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Can Gen Z make a move? Can they make a play in Haiti? Can the Haitian Generation Z community, can they rise up like Nepal, whatever the hell they call it? Or is it just going to be business as usual? There you go. Got the voice back. Anyway, IIT Organic, IIT Organic, IIT Organic, IIT Organic 1804, and IIT Organic Experience. You can email me at itorganic@gmail.com and go on to the Linktree website and send me some, send me some dollars and coins so I can keep on posting these things up. You know what I'm saying? Money is the motivation. You know what I mean? Always remember, even if you see someone doing anything to help Haiti today, because a nigga gotta eat. We gotta eat. You know what I mean? Pay attention to anyone that's doing beautiful, big things in Haiti. Are they doing it to help the country? I'm sure. I'm sure they want to help things get better. Blah blah blah. But also, are they doing it because they gotta pay their mortgage? They gotta pay their phone bills. You understand? So let's everyone get involved however you can, and let's pray and be positive that we're gonna win the World Cup, right? Let's go Team Haiti. Those young boys gonna win the World Cup, and a real revolution. Something's gonna spark up, just like in Nepal and Indonesia, and now in Morocco. It can happen. Anyway, log on to the link tree, IT Organic, and you know, holla at your boy.